How's it going, everyone? I hope you're well. It's Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch, back with another review. Today is Astro Bears Party, a nice cheap little game on the Nintendo eShop. Now, together with this, Cubic and SONKA, the publishers, are doing a huge giveaway. They're giving away $500 to the winner of this contest and $1,000 in total prize money for you to spend on the Nintendo eShop. So there'll be a first, second and third prize. Now I'll leave the details of how to enter the competition in the description below, so make sure you check that out because that's quite a lot of money right there. Or you can check out the competition on our website at www.switchwatch.co.uk. Now let's get into the Astro Bears Party review. Astro Bears Party has no story whatsoever. We do have 4 bears who are in space. How they got there or why it's bears in the first place, we shall never ever know. It is but a mystery. So I like to come up with my own story. I like to think that the 4 bears were chosen because they're brave, strong, intelligent, and they like nothing better than to run around planets avoiding each other's trails. Moving on to audio, if it's one thing that QubicGames does well, is bring us games with stonkingly great music. Robonaut still fresh in my memory for its club-like music, and this is no different. A great track that does play over and over again, but the sound effects are also pretty good as well. And for £4.49, you can't really expect much more in the sound department. In terms of graphics and visuals, QubicGames brings with a certain level of polish. Graphics for the game, which, as I say, is very cheap, look really good. The 3D models of the bears are okay. There could have been a little bit more work done with the animations, I feel, because they're not quite to the level I expect. But then honestly, we're probably nitpicking. If you look at the backgrounds, again, there could have been more colour, more vibrancy, I think. In terms of controls, you get 1 button to dash, 1 to jump, and 1 to use your jetpack so that you can stay in the air for a matter of time. And you get to use the analog stick to move your bear left and right, all the while you're trying to avoid that trail. Now the gameplay here is as simple as it gets, guys. The game's really made for multiplayer where 2 to 4 players can play the game on one TV screen. And we've seen a multitude of games like this already, but none this cheap. In 1 player mode, you need to choose a bear and catch this fish that goes around the planet. There are no other modes in 1 player, and you die as soon as you hit the ever expanding trail that you create as the bear when running. Now imagine the game as Snake, only in this you're running around a small planet in 3D and you can use your rocket pack to stay in the air until your meter runs out, or you can jump over the trail, and that's basically it. If you hit your own trail, you die, you start again. This is basically the 3D Snake. You can move the bear left or right, but ultimately you have to avoid that trail at all costs, and that's really the only way you die. You can make up combinations if you catch the fish quickly time after time, and that's basically it. You get a larger score with those combos. It's great that they tried to implement a single player mode, but for me it looked like it was more of an afterthought. Each bear has its own stats, but they are not upgradable. It would have been great to upgrade your bear statistics by winning matches or doing some short quests in the single player mode. The stats comprise of how long they stay airborne or how fast they can run. In multiplayer mode, things certainly get more interesting, and as you're trying to trip up your opponents so they die by using the trail to do this. And it's all good fun, but unfortunately it's quite short-lived. It's great for a quick blast with some friends or family, but after a little while you'll probably end up playing something else. If you do set up like a tournament with your friends, then as I say, it can be a lot of fun. And I've only played it against 1 other person, but I can imagine in 4-player mode that this would be really hectic. What you're trying to do is you're trying to trip up your opponent with them hitting your trail, and that's basically how you win the game, by making the others perish. Now there are currently 3 games on the eStore which are around this price bracket, so in terms of value, £4.49 or $5, you can get Kamiko or 36 fragments for even cheaper. This however offers a single player mode, albeit not very deep at all, and a multiplayer mode, which I think is what this game was definitely made for. And for this price you get decent graphics, music and gameplay, which works well and is quite fun for a little while. What you don't get though is longevity. There are not enough modes to keep things fresh, and there is no doubt though for this price there is value to be had from this game. So on to our verdict. At the end of the day, this is a polished enough game, but it's a little too shallow to hold your attention, certainly in single player with no other modes to play other than one. In multiplayer mode you will have some fun with your friends, but ultimately how long this one lasts you depends on how much you take to the multiplayer game on offer here. If you're in love with 3D Snake, then this could be for you. And if you like to play that type of game against friends and trip them up over your own trail, then you're going to enjoy this. For the price I can recommend it. It's not going to break the bank, and you'll have something new to play against some friends. Game offers a solid experience and was a nice surprise. This then a 6 out of 10. It definitely wins out on value. Now guys, if you enjoyed this video review, please leave us a thumbs up. That really means a lot to us. And if you're a new watcher, why don't you consider subscribing? We've got loads of other reviews on our channel, and we'd love to see you again on our next review. And last but not least, leave me a comment guys. Let me know what you think of this review, whether you're going to purchase the game or not. Now what I'm going to say, my name's Juan Romero from SwitchWatch, and I'll see you again on the next one, and it won't be long, that's for sure.
I don't know where you came from. I don't know what you did to my heart. You touched my soul like a phantom, and you did